Good morning, everyone. I'm Vishnu Jagtap, and in front of all of you, I'm presenting the Economics Time newspaper headline. So, first of all, Mukesh and Neeta Ambani's son Anand got engaged to Radhika Merchant at the Ambani resident Anintila in Mumbai on Thursday. Next, Supreme Court refuses stay, orders Google to follow CCI ruling. Next, Tata Motors back on funding ST uh, 6 around $600 for EV biz. Next, India assures IMF Sri Lanka poised to secure $2.9 billion bailout. Next, Modi blames vote bank politics for holding back development in states. Next, can reward IT rules amendment. Next, PhonePe rises $350 million at $12 billion valuation. Next, B Capital closes third fund at $2.1 billion. Next, India key to global sales expansion for Mercedes. Next, Sun Pharma to buy US concert for $576 million. Next, what are the secret of the bootstrapping? Next, Hindustan Unilever bullish on volume growth revival. On page number 2, in pure political section under that, India assures IMF Lanka may secure $2.9 billion bailout. Next, installing telecom infra on deaf land made easier. Next, homecoming for me. Rahul has Bharat Jodo Yatra enters Jammu and Kashmir. Then I comes to page number 3 in pure politics section under that. Mumbai cannot let politics hold its development hostage. PM. Next, Supreme Court Collegium reiterates Saurabh Kirpal as High Court judge. Next, government considering process of heritage for Ram Setu, Supreme Court told. Next, New Zealand PM Ardern announces shock resignation. Next, government ready to invest more in semicon mission Vaishnav. Next, UAE India in talks to settle non-oil trade in rupees. Next, Brij Bhushan not new to controversies. Next, PM sends money and Trinamool resorts to corrupt practices. Nadda. Next, central government stopped funds for all its scheme. Alex Mamta. Then I comes to page number 4 in company section, and in that ruler green shoots Mehta. Next, look at the market you hold. CJI tells Google. Next phase of growth. Next, fundraising target can be raised. Next, government put on hold proposed de-investment uh, of 8 fertilizers PSUs. Then I comes to page number 5 in economics time market section under that 2023 likely to be a year of India's arrival on the world stage, says RBI. Next, royalty hike hit to worry Dalal Street even as Hindustan Unilever stays resilient. Next, O2C exportation likely to drive RIL quarter 3 analyst. Next, Asian Paints business palette needs to stand out for investors to stay put. Next, I comes to page number 7 in smart investing section under that suspected front running ops under SEBI watch. Next, AU's Bank profit up 30% in quarter 3. Next, rising demand for metals may help Hindalco sustain gains. Next, foreign investors turning bullish on PSUs again. Next, proposed IBC changes likely to reverse Supreme Court's Vidarbha in order. Next, lenders fix base auction price of rupees 305 crore for Rajesh Life Space Hotel business. Next, Indecent's strong quarter 3 show could boost upside. Next, 2023 could mark India's arrival on the world stage. Next, Asian Paints Biz pilot needs to stand out for investor to stay put. Next, O2C E&P likely to drive Reliance quarter 3. Next, Hindustan Unilever royalty hike hit to worry Dalal Street. Then I comes to page number 18, companies section. Under that, telcos opts mandatory display of caller ID. Next, GM India's laid off Stay Sue Global CEO. Next, economics time India rising. Ajay Shah Ajay Shah expects India's export to rise in 2023 despite effects of global slowdown. In page number 9, talking the people first approach, it's an section under that. Employee experience is the new customer experience. Next, eliminating harassment at workplace is vital to foster a healthy work culture. Next, focus on coaching the leaders on the importance of a diverse talent pool. Next, culture connectedness can establish a strong foothold. Next, four generation have worked with us. Then I comes to page number 10, in that digital first unleashing section. Under that, the fusion of advanced technology and human touch is the way ahead of for winning customers. Next, understanding everyone's need and preferences is the head to build a delight customer base. Next, tech forming governance section. Under that, Lenovo is enabling the power of new IT infrastructure. Next, expensive use of embedded technologies to be used in many format tools. Next, technology remains the strongest means to provide a fantastic e-governance experience. Then I comes to page number 12, in economy section. Under that, bank told to meet social security schemes targets. Next, fin inclusion scheme to get digital push in budget. Next, railway earns rupees 1.91 lakh crore revenue in FY23 far. Next, on page number 13, in brands and companies section. Under that, Amazon Samara invest rupees 300 crore in more retail. Next, Maharashtra okays Mahindra and Mahindra's plan to set up EV plant. Next, aviation sector files out of COVID blues. Next, PVR reports profit of rupees 15.9 crore in quarter 3. Next, Wipro GE Healthcare names Saravate as MD. Next, AI Indian incident, Mishra banned for 4 months. Next, holiday home developer Isparao Isprava rises rupees 200 crore. Next, Firebolt to become India's first exporter of wearables. Next, Samsung regains its top handset co tag here. Next, Korean co bids on 5G first route to solidify India smartphone lead. Next, BARC look to expand panel home via RPD set top box. Next, retailers have big plans in store this year. Next, game plan $1 million. Then I comes to page number 14, in companies section. Under that, Sun Pharma to buy US Coke concert for $576 million. Next, Jalan Fridge moves Supreme Court against NCLT order. Next, Supreme Court dismisses plea to set aside NCLT order against Nirmal. Then I comes to page number 16, in companies section. Under that, Vedanta to sell overseas zinc business to HZL for $2.98 billion. Next, JSW renewed deals for battery storage systems. Next, TV distributor divided over new tariff order 3.0. Next, Asian Paints quarterly net profit up 6% but dismisses Street View. On page number 17, in companies section. Under that, ICICI Prudential VC fund Beacon look to block Adani's course radius bid. Next, no plan to enter telecom sector, says Adani Group. Next, coals here to stay for new few decades. Next, sourcing and supply chain. Then I comes to page number 18, in companies section. Under that, ESG reports, unlike financial statements, are evolving rapidly to reflect a changing world. Next, BOE may give more time to clearing corp, other to move to regime. Next, XCon keen on India seeks a legal shield. Next, NCLT admits Union Bank's insolvency plea against Rolta. Next, Vedanta names Naik Walker CEO of Oil and Gas Unit. Next, Mansi Tata appointed Toyota Kirloskar Motors Vice Chief. Then I comes to page number 18, the added page section under that. Apple vendors to juice up Make in India. Next, any spoils sports pin them down. Next, Chat GPT cannot catch them young. Next, cut the flag for fat growth. Next, life is a spiral. Next, removing CO2. Next, no deadlock for wedlock. Next, end of China honeymoon. Next, every sinner has a future. The giver, the shin. The brighter the future. Next, समझ तो नहीं. Next, why the tax dividend at marginal rate. Next, act on terror get rewarded. Next, world running out of patience. Then I comes to page number 20, economics time financial section under that. What keeps the city running? Next, English clubs reinforce dominance over football riches. Next, home challenge ends at India Open. Next, Sania, the Daniela sail into Australia Open second round. Next, not having tour games could hurt Australia and India. Halley. Next, India beat Wales 4-2 but failed to book direct quarters berth. On page number 21 in this disruption section under that, event management firm who below lays off 120. Next, $71.75.6 billion global venture capital investment in quarter 4 2022 dropped for the fourth consecutive quarter. KPMG report. Next, TCS wins deal from jet maker Bombardier. Next, Price Waterhouse raised issues with Go Mechanics opts it in its FY20 audit. Next, pass bills to bring big tech news publisher together to ink deals. Next, startups rejoice has Supreme Court upholds Google running ruling. Next, B Capital closes growth fund 3 at $2.1 billion. Next, ready to change IT rules pressing if it hits media's work. Next, data localization never data localization never a mandate in India. IT MOS. Next, startup rejoice as Supreme Court upholds Google ruling. Next, B Capital closes growth fund 3 at $2.1 billion. Next, IT staff says pay hike hopes down 14% in December has job market cools. That much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.